Hello everybody. Finally, the clouds broke for a little while, and guess what? I've got Jupiter. Hello everybody. And Saturn on the same screen.
For a little while.
Finally.
Guess what? I've got Jupiter. Hello everybody.
Let me fix
and
my
Saturn
sound here.
On the same screen. For a little while.
Finally.
Guess what? I've got Jupiter.
Okay, let me fix the sound there so there's no echo. Yes, that's what I wanted. I don't know how if I'm going to have clear viewing the rest of the way, but right now, this is the shot I wanted. Although it's Jupiter's a little bit overexposed right now, but I don't care. Let me let's do this. I'll just say 30 seconds. 10 of those. Hi everybody. So we got Jupiter. Is the sound okay? I'm using a reducer on my NexStar ASI, and I'm using my my ASI183 at its highest resolution. You know what? But I don't really think I need to do binning at 1, do I? I'm going to record a few shots here. Hi everybody. Can you see them? We got both planets on the same screen. I didn't think I would get to this point. My other live streams, I had to keep scrolling up and down to see them, but finally they are here. And we still have 3 days before they are at their closest. Hello. Hi everybody. All right, let's stop this recording. Let's brighten up Jupiter for a second. Now, if I lower the well, you know what? Let's view this at 100% resolution. I want to make sure my focus is okay. Is it good enough? Okay, there's Saturn. Let me play around with my focus a little bit here. I'm using my moonlight focuser. I don't know. Let me go a little bit more. No, that's too much. I'm still using a mono camera right now. And I'm fighting a lot of haze too. Where is Jupiter? Now, oh, look at that. There's Jupiter with some moons. Okay, now let's... And we've got the belts on Jupiter, or I call them belts, but others call them bands going across Jupiter, if you can see that. And, hi everybody, sorry, I'm looking at the screen, I'm not seeing the comments. So this is probably the sweet spot in my exposure where Jupiter is not overexposed, and I can still barely see. Can I go up a little bit more? See, if I go up even a little more, how about that? Let me see how Jupiter looks if it's still overexposed. Oops. Jupiter looks okay there. And let's see Saturn. Saturn is definitely dim when I don't try to overexpose Jupiter, but I'm going to record some shots right here too. Hello, Elliot. Hello, everybody. My forecast says snow the next 3 days. That's why I'm trying to do this right now. And let me see where the planets are right now, how low they are. They are 15 degrees high right now. Can you see that right there? 15 degrees. And there they are right there. So if you're just joining us, we've got Jupiter there and a very dim Saturn right there, but I'm going to turn up the exposure so we can get a better look at Saturn. I'm just happy I was able to finally get these two on the same page. I don't know if you saw my earlier streams where I had to keep scrolling up and down to find the planets, but now they are close enough. I want to show you my forecast. Not looking so good. Well, at least the satellite right now. See, I've got all these clouds passing through, but there's a big clearing coming up if the planets will still be in view by then. I don't know if they will be. I'm not even polar aligned, but tracking is good enough for now. All right, I want to turn up the exposure now so we can get a better look at let's see, at Saturn. Oh, it's already okay. I want to turn binning up to 2. Those files. Where? Okay. Cancel. Okay. Yeah, the files are too big that I'm creating at binning 1. Let's just chop them in half. Okay, so now we got a better view of Saturn now when I turn up the exposure. Or it kind of automatically went up when I went to binning 2. We don't need to keep it that bright. So you can easily see Saturn's rings, but with an overexposed Jupiter. But you can definitely make out the moons on Jupiter. So if you're just joining us, welcome to the Great Conjunction. We got 3 days to go before they are at their closest, but right now they are pretty dang close. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments here. Do some with, stack them. Thanks for the tip, Paul. I'll definitely be trying some stuff, but yeah, let me do that with so let me turn down so I can get Jupiter so it's not overexposed, and Saturn is very dim, but let me capture some of these like this. Oh, sorry to hear that about Pittsburgh. All right. Now I want to turn up the exposure a little bit. So at 5.3 milliseconds, I can definitely get them both without overexposing Jupiter. Now I'm going to capture a couple where I can see Saturn a little bit better. "30 seconds is probably too long. Let me go down to 20 seconds. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Great Conjunction. On the 21st, they will be at their most perfect alignment in 800 years. So we are 3 days early. This is really convenient. If you saw my earlier streams where I had to keep using the mount controls to go up and down to find Jupiter, then find Saturn. Hey, Margie. Sunny tomorrow in Minneapolis. Good. Thank you for sharing. No problem. All right, I'm going to record one more like this. I don't know if you can hear my silly clock in the background. I've turned down the volume as low as it will go. And let me see the satellite here. You see, I'm right here on the map, Detroit here. I'm about a half mile outside Detroit. I just wish that clearing that I see would get here sooner. I'm afraid the planets are going to slip too low by the time it gets here. Right now they fell below 15 degrees. Now they're at about 14. Oops. Where are you? Where's SharpCap? Okay. Here, let's okay, we got Saturn there. I'm viewing this at 100%. And now we have Jupiter and 3 moons, and if I turn down the exposure, we got a better view of Jupiter. What if I go up 200%? We can sort of see the bands going across Jupiter, but I'm fighting haze right now, and they are low. I'm cutting through a lot of atmosphere. And if I go back down to our auto, you can see they are in the same frame easily. Let me center them a little bit better. All right. I'm going to capture some like this. Then I'm going to lower the exposure again. Hello, Patrick. Hello, everybody. Hello, 123 people that are watching right now. Is the sound okay? Is the stream going smoothly enough? Hooray! They are both in view. If you saw my streams from a few days ago, they were not, and I had to keep scrolling up and down until I found the planets. But I am running my setup with the 183 using the entire sensor. I'm at the highest resolution, but I am binning 2, and I have a focal reducer on my NexStar ASI, so I'm not running at 2000 focal length. I'm running at about 1260 or in that range somewhere. Okay, cool. It sounds okay. Arthur, hello. Hello, everybody. Can I name Jupiter's moons? Do you guys see Jupiter's moons right there? I see 1, 2, 3. And if I use Stellarium, let's see. Jupiter. Well, there's Io, Europa, and Ganymede. And then there's Castillo way off there. Can I see Castillo? Let me see if I turn up the exposure really quick here. Oh yeah, there it is right there. There's the 4th moon, Ganymede. That's its biggest moon, I think. Now they're both overexposed. So let's turn down. Okay, so I can get Jupiter not being overexposed. I'm going to capture some of these again. This might be the only chance I get. And I'm using a mono camera. If I use my ASI224MC, they wouldn't have fit. The sensor is just too small on that camera. I was hoping another color camera would have arrived by now. I knew it would be close, but it didn't make it. Thanks for joining, everybody. We have both planets on the screen. We got Jupiter here if you're just joining us, and we got Saturn right there. They will be even closer up until the 21st. They'll be at their closest. Bonjour from France. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining the live stream. I'm going to turn up the exposure again so we can get a better view of Saturn. When you try and get a picture of Jupiter, It definitely dims Saturn. Saturn is millions of miles farther out than Jupiter, so that's why it's a lot dimmer. Hello, Canada. Hello to the 156 watching us right now. I was not expecting this. I normally shave before I appear on camera. I'm usually scruffy when I'm not on camera, but I didn't have time to shave. This is a surprise. I missed the ISS transit of the sun earlier because of clouds, but I'm glad I'm getting this. This is even better. So that's and I'm going to capture a couple more like this. What exposure? You can see all my settings are on the right here. I'm at 12 well, right now I'm at 12 milliseconds, but that is overexposing Jupiter right now. Belgium. One similar pick from Germany. Cool. There's so many comments. I know I'm missing them. Hello to the 179 people watching. We got Saturn with its rings up here, and we have Jupiter down here. This is the Great Conjunction. They are both on the screen at the same time. I'm so happy to be able to do this. Like I said, it might be my last chance because of bad weather. You couldn't paste a link into Facebook? Yeah, I'm always behind with social media. I always just post the link after if they miss my live stream. I'll just have to tell people later. Okay, let's get a better view of Saturn's my favorite. I love looking at those rings. There is Saturn right there. Hello, Saturn. Let's go 200%. Now, where'd you go? So we got Saturn right there. Hello, Saturn. Let's go see Jupiter. Jupiter, let's turn down the exposure now. So you can sort of see the bands going across Jupiter. And if I overexpose it, then you see the moons. We got a little bit elongated, but there's 1, 2, 3, and a fourth moon way out here. So that's a better view with everything overexposed to see Jupiter's moons. Now let's bring this down again. Well, I've already captured all the videos I think I need to. I think I'm just going to enjoy the view now. You know what? Let me center this a little bit more. How's that? I'm going to capture some more like this. I hope my nose is not running. I blew some Flonase up my nose out in the cold. Hello, everybody. Hello to the 192 people watching. We have Jupiter and Saturn up on the screen at the same time. Can you believe it? They are that close. Greetings, everybody. And I am taking some snapshots of them right now with my software. There's Saturn up here if you're just joining us, and we got Jupiter and some moons in the lower left. Hello, Eddie. Yeah, they'll be pretty dang close on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So if you got bad weather on Monday, don't despair. They're pretty dang close on the day before and the day after as well. What's my setup? I don't know if you can click on the description. I think you can. But I am viewing this with a ASI183 camera, a NexStar 8 SE, It's an 8-inch scope with a f6.3 reducer. Yep, I'm using my A to C on this. Hello to the 214 people watching. And we have Jupiter in the lower left, and Saturn, you can see Saturn and its rings in the upper right there. So let's turn down now. If we want to find the same exposure, the exposure changes constantly because the planets are sinking so low to the horizon right now. So if I want to get a shot of Jupiter without overexposing it, Saturn becomes really dim. I'm going to take some shots like this though, just for the heck of it here. So I can actually see them both. With 5.7 milliseconds is the sweet spot to see them both without overexposing Jupiter. But that will change as the night goes on. Let's see how low they are right now. Where did they go? Oh, okay. Now they're between 12 and 13 degrees high in the southwest. That's pretty low. But I put my setup in the best spot I have in my backyard, so I think I can see them even all the way down below 10 degrees. If you're just joining us, we've got Jupiter right here. And right now, I'm trying not to overexpose Jupiter. And when you don't do that, it sort of underexposes Saturn. Saturn is right up there. I'll turn up the exposure now so we can get a better view of Saturn. Can you see Saturn and its rings now? And let me increase. Let's get a better view of Saturn there. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. There is Saturn. How do you like that? I could stare at Saturn all day. I'm using my Celestron AVX for this. Yeah, it's cold. I would have liked to get some shots of the moon, but I don't have time for the moon. I just want to worry about I just wanted to capture the conjunction. Like I said, this might be the only chance. I'm not polar aligned, so the planets look like they're drifting a little bit upward. And if you're just joining us, we got Jupiter in the lower left and Saturn in the upper right. The first time I've ever seen them that close together. And they're going to get even closer by the 21st. If you're wondering, we got 225 viewers. And people are watching for an average of 2 minutes and 56 seconds. I like looking at those numbers. I find them interesting. I have a DSLR. I haven't used it in ages. I don't even remember how. I think I was using, when I was doing deep sky, I remember using ISO 800, 1600, something like that. I'm using an ASI183. I don't know if you guys can click on my description. I think you can. I can't seem to do it. I'm looking at myself on my iPad. But I do list all my equipment in the description. And if you can't see it now, you'll definitely be able to see it afterwards. So I did everything I could here. I'm on full resolution, and I am using a focal reducer with my NexStar A to C telescope. The only thing I'm not doing is I don't have the planets in color. I'm using a mono camera. Let's turn down the exposure a little bit. I want to capture this again. Alright, I got that one. Now I'm going to turn up the exposure. Get a better view here of Saturn. Well, you know what? Hang on here. Let me try something here. 36 by 36. Does that get me a little... 27 by 27. Nope, that's too much. That's good. I like that view better. I'm going to record here. I'll record 3 of these. you can see Jupiter right above my head. You know what? Let me move my head. With a ocular? I don't know. I don't know what that is. All right. One more shot of these, and I'm going to lower the exposure. Hello to the 240 people watching. If you just joined us, we got Jupiter in the lower left, and we've got Saturn in the upper right. Alright, now I'm going to turn it up. I want to see Saturn a little bit better. Okay. You know what? I may as well go a little more so I can get a better view of Jupiter's moons. We got some moons here on Jupiter too, if you can see them. And then I'm going to lower the exposure. Thank you. Right. Oh, they're sinking. What happened? Why are they sinking? Lucky I caught that. This is unguided. I'm not even polar aligned. I didn't have time for polar alignment. I just rolled my... This is funny. I had to get this view, I have to roll my scope all the way out to the edge of the yard, and we have snow outside. So I'm out there shoveling the grass to make a path to roll out my scope. And then I laid out boards. Oh, somebody asked me that I'm taking too long to answer. Sorry about that. I'm missing a lot of comments people are asking me, and definitely I'm not guiding and I'm not polar aligned. But it hardly matters when you're actually doing wide field. You just don't really see tracking errors as much as if you were really close in. Dedication. All right, now I'm gonna let's do this. If you want to get a better view, real quick here, Let's see Saturn. There's a better view of Saturn. I just increased the zoom by 150%. And let's scroll down, and there is Jupiter, overexposed, but we can see some moons. And if I turn down the exposure, we can see some belts going across Jupiter. Not very great. It would be looking a lot cooler if I had a color camera attached. But my color camera, the sensor is just too small. I wouldn't be able to fit them. I'm gonna capture a few like this right now. I've never seen them so close. Hello everybody. Hello, 200 people are coming and going. 244 people watching. Definitely interested in this. I'm going to capture one more like this. If you're just joining us, we got Jupiter here, which I'm trying not to overexpose, and we got a view of Saturn right there on the same screen. 10 years from now, I'll be able to say, look, I got them both in the same frame. I don't know if I'll be alive for the next one. Saturn's moons. Should we turn up? Let's see if we can see Saturn's moons. If I really overexpose, we can definitely see there's Jupiter, 4 of Jupiter's moons, but I don't see any for Saturn. How, even when I turn up the exposure, they're just too, I don't have a great view, and there's haze. Excuse me. Oh, I was playing around with the exposure here while I was doing that, while I was recording. Cloudy, yeah, sorry about that. Hi everybody, I'm sorry I'm missing so many comments. I'm just looking at the view here, and there's too many. I'm trying to catch up here. Let's see how let's see here. What was I going to do? Oh, I want to see how low they are. Okay, they're about 11 degrees high. Here's Jupiter and Saturn right there. This is Stellarium, and they're right above the 10-degree mark. Oh, you saw them with the moon last night. That's cool. I don't know if there are any other shots I need to capture here, so let's lower the exposure. Well, you know what? If anyone's just joining us right now, let's zoom in and get a view of Saturn. That's always eye candy. And there is Saturn with its rings. Although I'm using a mono camera. I didn't have a color camera with the sensor big enough. And there is Jupiter. And if I lower the exposure, you can somewhat see. I'm afraid to touch the focus right now. And I'm battling a lot of haze right now, by the way. Let's go back and look at the satellite. See, here's me on the map. I'm right outside of Detroit. And you can see a clearing coming up, but it's not going to get here in time. The planets are going to be way too low. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a bummer. Raining in Portugal. Oh, you have a clear night? Yeah, there was a nice crescent moon out. Saturn was our second sun. No, I never heard that one. I don't think it was. I never heard that theory before. I want to increase that. I want to do a long one, a long video here. I want to do a 1 minute video. Where did I get the weather video? Oh, geez, that's too long of a link. I don't know how to share that for you. But it's weather.cod.edu. And it's what I use most. And here's another view. That one looks even scarier. But look at that clear. Well, the clearing might be closing according to this one. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hot outside with this jacket. What I dread is having to go back outside after this and put everything away. Oh. This tonight's a bonus. I can't believe I got to see it, and I've got them both on the same screen. That's what I wanted. Hello, everybody, and if you're just joining us, we have Saturn with its rings in the upper right, and Jupiter down below. And oops. I don't know if I'll stack them. I'll see. They're in mono. I might just post a video as I've recorded it. I'm going to record a 1 minute video like that. Okay, I'm glad you got the link. Okay. There is the weather.cod.edu. Hello to the 258 people watching. That might be the most I've ever had watching a live stream. Clouds in Fort Wayne. Yeah, I've got a good view for now, but I would have had an even better view if that clearing would have made its way to me. Look at that, right here. Oh. Although it might be closed off by the time it reaches me. And the planets might be too low. They're at the 10-degree mark right now. What a shame. that this perfect view is we don't have a lot of time to see it. And let me see something here. 1920 by, that will never fit them. Yeah. Increase the view here of Saturn. Oops, that's too much. That's too much. If you're just joining us, there is Saturn, although I can tell they're starting to get a little too low, a little too much haze. I want to record that one too. I like that view. Hi everybody, I'm sorry, I'm just watching the screen enjoying this and I'm missing a lot of the comments. Thanks, Zach. Please tell us about your telescope mount, camera, and software. If you can't see the description right now, you might be able to see it after the stream. I put all the equipment in there, but I'm using a NexStar, a Celestron NexStar ASI with a reducer to make sure I could fit both planets. I'm using a camera, an ASI183MM camera, and a UV-IR filter and a Celestron AVX mount. And if you're just joining us, we have Saturn and Jupiter on the same screen. I've never seen them, of course. I've never seen them this close before. I don't know when's the last time they've been this close, but on the 21st, they will be so perfectly lined up, it'll be the best it's been in 800 years. I'm just enjoying the view. Should I take a picture and show you how it looks of my setup? Oh, geez, I have other videos you can scroll through and try to find that NexStar A to C. I don't have my surveillance outside right now, or I would have shown you that. No problem. Thanks for watching, Steve. Now you see I'm at 8 milliseconds right now, and Jupiter is no longer visible. So definitely the planets are getting dimmer, obviously. I'm gonna record this shot. They're definitely getting dimmer the lower they go, and the haze that I'm battling right now. I'm right here on the map. That's not helping. And let's see where they're at right now. They are below 10 degrees high in the sky. Oh well. That clearing is not going to make it to me by the time that the planets won't. Oh, it's closing off anyway. Oh well. Oops. Let's go back to SharpCap. You can definitely see the planets are getting dimmer the lower I go. I'm going to turn up the exposure here again. I'll record that view. I don't think these views are very good to record, but I'll do it for the heck of it, just so I have a record of it. Hello, everybody. Hello, 261 people watching us right now. And if you're just joining us, we've got Jupiter in the lower left and Saturn in the upper right. Right, I'm using lower magnification to see both. Let's blow up this view and see if we can still. I'm gonna hang on until I can't see the planets anymore. I know I could see them lower than this, but with the haze is just not helping the view right now. If you want a better view, if you're just joining us, you can scroll back a little bit in the live stream. And they are about, let's see, they are 9 degrees high in the sky right now. And my exposure right now is 2.8 seconds, which is crazy. That's how dim they are right now. Normally, you're down in the low milliseconds to record them. So I'm really high up on my exposure right now. I'm looking at snow on the 21st. So this might be I keep saying this is my last chance, but I keep catching a break. Thank you. We still have a view. If you're just joining us, we got Jupiter here and we got Saturn here in the same frame. Hooray, finally. Jupiter or Saturn probably would look more yellowish. I don't know though. I guess it depends on the atmosphere too. You can see they're fading out a little bit. I'm going to turn up my exposure here to 4 seconds and see if I can still see them. We got a view still. We got a view, but they're definitely fading. If you're just joining us, you can scroll back and get a better view, but we got Jupiter still here. And we got Saturn there, and we are now down to below. Jupiter's now below 9 degrees in the sky. I always forget to monetize this live stream, so everybody who's on right now didn't have to go through the ads at the beginning of the stream. Lucky you. But I missed out on making a little money. That should be on by default. Jupiter is very visible to the naked eye. Let's see if I can increase the exposure one more time to get a last view. They are both disappearing now, and it's probably because of clouds. Because I thought my view, I could go lower. I'm going to go up to 10 seconds. Otherwise, this might be the end, folks. Oh, jeez. Let's try 7 seconds. What time is it? Yeah, I think that's the end, folks. It ain't going to get any better. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I had fun again. I don't know if I'll get any more chances. But thank you to everybody who joined. I have clouds right now, and I wish I could do something else for you, but that's all I got. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and I will see you later.